Today is April 26, 2026. Welcome back to the Naomi Go channel. This past week delivered a whirlwind of stories showing how deeply AI is now tied to politics, ethics, engineering, and even space exploration. We are racing forward with powerful tools, but guardrails, accountability, and the human touch matter more than ever. We begin with turbulence in US science policy. The Verge AI reported on April 25th that multiple sources said the Trump administration fired the entire National Science Board, which advises the President and Congress on the National Science Foundation. The NSF has already faced funding stress and delays, yet it has historically backed basic research that later shaped technologies from medical imaging to communication tools. For AI, this matters because foundational research funding often determines what breakthroughs appear years later. In related science news, Tech News in Taiwan reported that the Vera C. Rubin Observatory found more than 11,000 new asteroids in about 6 weeks, highlighting what stable scientific institutions can deliver. On the global investment front, tensions are also rising. Unwire HK reported on April 25th that authorities may require major technology firms such as Moonshot AI, Step Fund, and ByteDance to obtain approval before accepting US capital. If implemented, this could reshape how money, partnerships, and hiring flow through the AI sector. Put simply, geopolitics is no longer a side story in AI. It is becoming part of core execution strategy. OpenAI drew attention for a different reason. Engadget reported on April 25th that CEO Sam Altman apologized for not alerting police after alarming ChatGPT conversations connected to the suspect in the Tumbler Ridge case. OpenAI reportedly banned the account for potential real-world violence, but did not report it at that time. This story goes to a hard industry question. When should AI safety teams escalate to law enforcement, and how should those thresholds be defined with legal and ethical clarity? Another report suggests OpenAI may also be changing internal engineering patterns. A WeChat article on April 26th argues that the company is shifting from humans writing every line of code to designing stable environments where AI agents can operate reliably. In practical terms, that means more focus on orchestration, observability, permissions, and rollback systems, not just feature output. It fits the broader industry move toward agent operations as an engineering discipline. That brings us to one of the week's most practical reports for builders. A DEV community post on April 26 described watching Google Cloud Next while testing Firebase AI logic with billing pages open in real time. The key value was not hype, but controls, server-side prompt templates, app check, hybrid inference paths, and cost protections. These details sound boring, but they are exactly what production systems need before broad release. One bad endpoint can become a security incident or a budget incident very quickly. A second dev post on the same day covered the governance failure path. The author said a multi-agent system was shipped without sufficient controls and later processed unauthorized refunds and accessed data it should not have. The proposed fix was a 3-layer approach: visible pipelines and logs, cryptographic permission contracts, and runtime governance with approval workflows and injection defenses. Whether you use those exact tools or not, the architecture lesson is strong. Multi-agent systems need policy enforcement layers, not only better prompts. Not every story this week was about larger agent stacks. Mashable reported on April 25th about a Chrome extension called Sincerely that tries to make writing sound less obviously AI-generated. As generated content scales, products that restore human tone and editorial texture are becoming a meaningful counter-trend. CNET also covered a workplace psychology angle on April 25th. A study from the American Psychological Association found a negative correlation between heavy AI use at work and confidence in personal ability. Correlation is not causation, but this still signals a real management challenge. Organizations want speed from automation while preserving deep human skill and judgment. Finally, Ars Technica reported on April 25th that Artemis II broke Fred Haise's long-standing distance record from Earth, and Haise said he was happy to pass it on. While not purely an AI story, modern deep space missions rely heavily on autonomy, software assurance, and data systems that overlap with AI methods. It circles back to our opening point. Long horizon breakthroughs depend on strong institutions and disciplined engineering. So, what does this week tell us? AI is no longer a narrow product story. It is now embedded in science funding, capital controls, safety protocols, software governance, workplace behavior, and large-scale exploration. The technology is moving fast, and the systems around it need to mature just as quickly. If you want to dive deeper into any story, I have linked all original articles in the description. Which development surprised you most this week? Let me know in the comments. If you are new here, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss an AI roundup. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and I will see you in the next one.